Well, you know, if anything, it'll drill the hole out, but I want to see. Obviously, it didn't print the threads. Cutting like butter. This is the 3D printed cross shaft. Alright, starting to come out the bottom. Nice. You know, the nice thing is too is if I mess it up, I can print another one. Worst case, I can just try to basically file open or drill open the hole enough that the bolt just passes through, but if I can get it to bolt on, nice. Well, since the camera's set up, I'll see if this will work. Oh, look at that! I know I've got a better adapter, but getting warm. But I can feel it at the bottom there. Perfect. So that's going to let me bolt this on, bolt it up together for test fitting. I'm still not committed to using this particular cross shaft though. So pretty much what I expected. I mean, you know, it broke through the sidewall there in a few places, but it's certainly good enough to do what I want to do, and that's to you know, mount it up in place of that one. That gives you a good idea what the inside of that printed hole looks like, and that's with no support. So that's the top where it had the bridge and that stuff. Hopefully we're getting enough focus here. I need some light, but not too much light. I tapped it by hand last time, but we'll do it with the drill this time. Part of me just wanted to run it all the way through the hole. That way it wouldn't melt coming back out. But see, it works real nice with the threads. Now let's see if I can highlight a couple of the differences. This is the prototype for the hard body. A little bit bigger, different structure. Basically, I'm trying to modify it to see if I want to use it on the 521, the kingpin to ball joint conversions. A couple things, you can see that the bolt hole here, on this one, on the hard body, it mounted to the back side. Okay, so the pivot point's pretty close to the same there, bolt-wise and that stuff. But on the kingpin trucks, it'll have to mount to here. The shock tower will be in the middle instead of on the back side. It's a little bit smaller. I got to play with some dimensions and stuff like that, but first I just need to figure out whether or not this is the design I want to go with. I think I would almost rather put a straight shaft in here. One reason I think I might go with the straight shaft is, even though it'll have the ball at a heck of an angle, it still won't limit, it won't stop on the, oh, I'm hitting the nut right there, going down. That side's got plenty of clearance, but and this would lean to the back of the truck, so it'd be more like that. But I'm not sure I care for the limiting, you know. And I was sold on this idea originally, you know, but the more I think about it, the more I look at it, I'm just not sure. I'm extremely fond of this, so we'll see. Play with a little test fitting and that stuff. This is one of the cross shafts, a screw up from before. But it'll give you an idea. If that mounts on there, these will be truncated. They won't be threaded out here because that was to put the bolt on for a normal washer. Basically, I'll have the heim joint come on here, and it'll be truncated and with a female thread. Okay, and I'll probably put a flat spot on it, a D-washer, where it has a flat spot, so that way, no matter how much, if the heim joint locks up or whatever, it can't back the bolt back out because the washer won't spin. So that's one possible option. It does put the heim joint at a pretty good angle, though. Maybe not as severe as I think. I've got to kind of play with that, but alright, I've got it roughly mocked up in position here. Gives you an idea. I've got to change some things for clearance, like with the nut there and stuff. It's a little closer than I want it to be. In fact, it actually hits. But the only reason it rolls that far is because the heim joints aren't tightened down. The heim joint will, you know, max out there. So basically, if it's going to max out there, I'd have to turn that, and then I can get more lift out of it. So there's probably enough range of motion there. I just bolted down. At first glance, I thought, oh, nice, I can make these narrower and squeeze them in closer to this, but I've got to do something about, I've got to be able to check the 3-inch coilover. And this is too far to the back here, and I've got it upside down, but it just gives you an idea that 3D printed cross shaft is doing an awesome job for prototyping.